What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Oh, let me tell you something. First of all, somebody streamed the episode early, so that's why y'all get this bitch on time. Okay? Because somebody streamed the episode. Girl, I can't listen. Look at this. Retwist Wednesday coming through. Okay, let me tuck that away. Y'all don't care. Somebody streamed the episode early on YouTube, so that's how I saw this shit early. That's why y'all getting this early. Well, on time. This is Love and Marriage Huntsville. This episode really wasn't much. It didn't get good until the end, to be quite honest. Love and Marriage has Huntsville, season 3, episode 9. Trouble in Paradise, okay? So it picks up directly where it left off last week with Kimmy and Marceau and Tisha going against each other. And basically what Marceau was saying was, I can see that. I can be wrong. You can be wrong. Jayla can be wrong. It's like I'm the only one that can see this or whatever. And Kimmy was like, no, that's not it. I can see it and all this stuff and woo. But then they come to the conclusion that, yeah, I get what you're saying, Marceau. I can see that, how you can take what Jalen said as disrespect or whatever. I can get that, okay? In the, responding to the text messages with yes, ma'am, and all that stuff. And then, Tisha, she in her confessional talking big and bad about how basically, Kimmy is completely wrong up in this situation because at the end of the day, if Jalen was somebody else, I could have fired him because I'm his boss. Bitch, to be quite honest, I'm just going to say this. Jalen, if you are watching, and I hope that you are not still in the predicament that you are in, I hope you quit that job by now, okay? I really want you to be in something. If you're going to be stressed out, Jalen, I want you to be stressed out over something that you are truly passionate about, that you truly love to do. That's what you need to be stressed out over, not over something that a family member gave you. That's it, because they being too lazy to hire the real people to help them proceed with their restaurant. And truth be told, Tisha and Marceau, I want to know the reason why people all of a sudden just want to just jump ship from your restaurant. What is going on? Okay, to the fact that this boy had to take up all this slack. I'm still not over that. Okay, moving on from that, Tisha was like, but girl, let me just start this. And I want to say that, given the way that our relationship is going, I should know you better. And I should know that you wouldn't be like negative or coming at me or whatever the freak. So she just gave Kimmy a apology because they trying to work on their relationship. I know you better and all this stuff and woo. They hugged it out. And I said, well, at least I can't even be mad at that. I don't care if it ain't genuine or whatever. I'm just glad that we're not arguing at this point. Okay. So the next day they getting ready, they all coming together, they're eating food, and they're basically asking and trying to figure out whether or not Mel is coming. Okay, is Mel gonna be there? Is Destiny coming? We don't know. Martell saying that, oh, I talked to her the other day and she said that she wasn't coming. Okay, so at this point, they like, damn, I wish she would have came, but hey, if it ain't, that's just what it is. And Tisha getting in her feelings a little bit because, of course, it's my trip, and if you was not gonna come, I wish you would have said something. Okay, I'm not even gonna hold Tisha on that, because if you not gonna come, then do tell me. Don't have me sitting here thinking that you gonna come, but you not gonna come. But that's not what it was, okay? And so I understand, because Tisha was under the impression that Mel was coming, because Mel really was coming. Martell ass was the one that put out there that she wasn't. Meanwhile, Tiffany gonna say something. I don't even remember what they was talking about, but it was like, do you talk to her every day? He was like, I talk to my kids all the time. And he was like, do you talk to her every day? And then he was like, who you talking about? Your baby mama. And I think they thought that she was talking about, because I literally thought so too, the other girl, Adrian, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, no, I'm talking about Mel. And I was with Martell in this instance, because let me tell you something. It's a sensitivity when we call women baby mamas, especially, and it's like a difference. And I've come to learn that difference, because I used to just call any and everybody baby mama or whatever, because at the beginning, it's like the vague definition is a mother or a woman that had a baby. So therefore, you a baby mama. But you have to differentiate that. Some people are just baby mamas, and that's just all that they ever are. Okay. But then you can't. I didn't like the fact that she called Mel, and just it's almost as if, and that's her homegirl. That's her homegirl. And I could be reaching, because even Martell, he felt some type of way about it, because he even said, don't call her my baby mama. That's my ex-wife. Okay. And she was like, well, technically in a confessional, she had 4 of your kids, so she is your baby mama. Yes, I get what you're saying, but the way that she said it, it's like you could have said it's Mel coming, or you could have said, do you talk to Mel, or your ex-wife or whatever. You said baby mama, and we already know sometimes that a baby mama for whatever reason have a negative connotation, but then it's almost like you kind of lowering her standard or her status or whatever. She's went from a wife to just a baby mama. Granted, that is what it is, but it's a tricky situation. Do y'all get what I'm coming from, or do you think there's a difference? That's a good discussion point, ladies, gents. Put it down in the comments. Let's discuss on that, okay? But anyway, moving on from that. Kimmy and Martell had a conversation about whether or not he see them reconciling and all this stuff, and how she didn't see them breaking up and all this. I don't understand. At the end of the day, I really didn't care for the conversation, because I understand that they're friends. And I know when you're in a friend group and everybody is genuinely friends and care about each other, so it's hard to pick sides, and you just want to stay neutral or whatever, and you don't want to see your couple friends break up, and it's like, damn, I wish they would get back together, or all of this and all this and woo woo woo. But at the end of the day, it didn't. They're not together. Don't try to force nothing. Don't try to push nothing. If they want to get back together eventually, let them do that naturally, okay? And I understand just bringing it up, but we in a Vegas trip. We on a trip. We don't have to talk about exes and stuff, even though Mel might pop up. This time he don't know, okay? But even though she's going to pop up, we don't need to be talking about shoulda, coulda, wouldas and all this stuff. We supposed to be here having fun, okay? If it's they're divorced at this point, and I get it. You don't want them to be, didn't think they would be broken up, but at the end of the day, would you stay with Maurice if he had a baby on you, and would you go back to him? See, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, and I couldn't do that. Like, the way that they're talking and just trying to get these people back together, I just don't get it, okay? I don't know. Maybe I'm a different type of friend, because I shut my mouth. If that's what you want to do, girl, that's what you want to do. I see what's going on, and I see the facts, and I'm just going to let you figure it out. I'm not going to offer my opinion unless you ask me, okay? But hey, it is what it is. Moving on from there, we get Lewis and Tiffany. I'm going to be 100% honest, because of the way Tiffany came in, and because of let me tell you something, next week, I'm reading the hell out of Tiffany if I have to, because just from that preview along of what that little interaction that they showed us between Tiffany and Destiny, and her still being condescending and not understanding where she went wrong at, it took for Maurice, a fucking man, to make your ass cry to understand where you went wrong at, and you still didn't understand that with that baby situation. What's it gonna take? I hope Destiny hurt all of her feelings, okay? For some reason, she feel big and bad when she talking to Destiny, and I just didn't like it in that clip that I was looking at. Like, you just standing firm. I give it to you, bitch. You standing firm on what you said, but you don't understand that you was wrong, okay? And I just can't with her. So when I see her scenes with her goofy ass husband, and poor Lewis, okay? Let me just put this out here. It is a shame that Tiffany didn't came on the show the way that she didn't came on the show, and her husband getting hit with all these bullets from us, okay? Because that man probably one of the nicest men out here, and he just trying to defend his wife, okay? And we can't, we doing, saying all this stuff just because we can't stand this girl, okay? That is so messed up. Somebody called him, we called him Big Bubba and everything, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna call him Lewis, okay? I'm gonna respect that man, because that man ain't do nothing. He just looked like a jovial individual, okay? And I'm just gonna leave him alone. But I just don't care for their scenes just because of his wife. I really don't. I don't care to learn anything about them. It is what it is. Basically, their little scene, they missing the kids, and the boys are with their mother and father. And Tiffany gets in her feelings a little bit because one of the sons got taken to go have a haircut, wanted to get a haircut, okay? And it was she wasn't there, and I guess this is a significant thing or whatever, but Lewis could have told her, if you want to get down to it, Lewis could have told her, they could have scheduled it or whatever. It's like, it seemed the way that they was trying to go about the issue was, he just went on ahead and just said, hey, let's go get you a haircut, and took him to get a haircut without telling Tiffany anything. And so she was surprised that the boy hair was cut. I was like, oh, okay, whatever, cool. Moving on from that. Mel do finally show up. Mind you, at this point, Destiny is not there, and I'm thinking like, is Destiny showing up because she said that she was coming with Mel, and Mel said that she was coming with her. So what's going on with that situation? They trying to figure out the rooming situation, what's gonna happen. Of course, Martell was shocked as bitch. Okay, he was shocked by it that she showed up, but then they was trying to make fun and say, oh, you gonna room with Martell, and she was like, no, the hell I'm not. Okay, that's not what's gonna happen. But what ended up happening is, I guess her and Destiny, they're gonna get into a room together, and Martell just gonna be by himself or whatever. I don't know, but they're not gonna be on the same page. Okay, at this moment, it's cordial, it's cool. You got Tisha up there talking to Mel. They taking shots. You got Tiffany making the shots and stuff like that. They getting ready to go someplace, and Mel telling them about her video being shot and all this stuff. So at this point, you know. Ooh, ooh, hold on one second. Pause. I'm sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. I swallowed wrong or some shit. It hit me real hard, and I was trying to hold it. But anyway, Mel gets in her feelings a little bit because she ain't know Martell was gonna be there, and she thought that Tisha should have told her. But like Tisha said, I don't understand why you acting like you didn't know that he was gonna be here, because he is a part of the friend group. That's one. Two, he was on the text exchange in the text group. Okay, so 2 plus 2 equals 4. I was on Tisha's side with that. You wanted her to verbally say that he was gonna be there? Girl, get over it. Okay. They not really picking sides at this point, and you should already see that they're not picking sides. They're including everybody, because Marcel could have said no, you can't come, and then Tisha said, well, if Tiffany Mel can't come, then Martell can't come, and then y'all would have both been in y'all feelings that they went on an anniversary trip with everybody else, especially a new couple, and not you. Leave it alone. Don't make no drama where it is none at this point. So they get in separate vans, and Tisha got them about to go someplace or whatever. She hasn't told them what it was that they were going. And basically what's going on is, you got two different conversations happening. In the van with the women, you're talking about Melody and her music video. Oh, girl, you got a bald-headed man up there, a brown skin bald-headed man. Yap, yap, yap. It was doing this and doing that. And, that was that, okay? Talking about the relationship is her and Martell friends. She was like, no, we not friends at this point. Okay, she just working on herself. She working on being a mother, working on her career, and they're working towards, I guess, being friends. They haven't really spoken like that in a minute, so hey, it is what it is. Meanwhile, over there in the men's car, they're talking about Martell. How did you feel when you saw Melody? Did it make you feel some type of way? No, I mean, it is what it is. It's gonna be a little bit awkward or whatever. I mean, I guess, but what you expect? Okay, they up there talking about that, and talking about divorce is hard, and the situation that Martell is in. And Marcel said, listen, I don't believe in that divorce stuff, because some people, he did say something that it did kind of make sense, but at the same time, I was just sitting here like, no, I don't got time to wait out to see if we gonna fix this, and then what happened if we wait before we get a divorce or whatever, to see if everything's gonna be fixed, and we waiting and waiting and waiting, and so many years then went past or whatever, and after that, like, your life, you could have been out here doing other stuff or whatever. Because he said it's just about every couple that had divorceable moments, okay? But that don't mean that you need to act on it. That's true, but there are some instances where you need to just go ahead and let that go. You know when to let that go, and not to just stay for the kids, okay? And not to just, because at that moment when you stand for the kids, I can't stay for the kids when I'm trying to be happy. My kids gonna see that I'm not happy, because I'm not happy in a situation with the person that I'm with, okay? And you are basically stifling yourself, and you're settling when you could be out here finding your true love, finding your soulmate, and just doing what you need to do, okay? To, get better, and be happy in life. You need that for your children too, so that they can see you blossom and all this stuff. And they was just talking about all of this shit. Marceau even put out there that there was times that, he was gonna get divorced and all this stuff. And, the aunt told him that at one point she was gonna get divorced, and she said, let me hang in there. And then the problem worked it out, and then it became a loving situation that, she would have missed out on, that she would have got. Girl, I was sitting here just like Maurice. This is supposed to be a fun trip, okay? A fun trip at Vegas. Why are we sitting here talking about divorce? Okay, I don't want to hear no shit about no damn divorce. All right, and it is Lewis that's sitting there putting his input in. I said, Lewis, how long you been in this situation? I mean, like, how long you been in this group? Okay, because you putting in a lot of information and stuff like that. But it's cool because he's not being like a know-it-all type of person. He's coming from the perspective of somebody that's been divorced and, remarried or whatever. Because like Martell said, people sometimes think that, ain't no life or whatever after a divorce. And that's a lie. You can keep on going and you can find love and all of that stuff or whatever. So that's basically what they was all talking about. Meanwhile, what else wound up happening? I don't care what else was happening, because that's the video, the relationship, divorce. It is what it is. They go to this place and they're doing slingshots. Okay, it's y'all know what the slingshots look like. If you saw the episode, you saw what it looked like. The little like tricycle cars or whatever. And so they had to pair up. Bitch, Martell was like talking to Melody, thinking that they gonna pair up, because why y'all ain't got a 4-seater, because Melody can't drive. Destiny pull up, okay, and they was like, oh, look at you. Meanwhile, Destiny inserts herself in the shit between Melody and Martell. Okay, she was like, I mean, I hate to say this, Mel, but he correct. You can't drive. Melody my girl, but I'm going to put my life in her hands, but technically speaking, she can't drive or nothing like that. I was like, okay, well, at least everybody's being calm, cool, collected, cordial, whatever. So I'm going to let that go. They was just having fun. And, what wound up happening is, of course, the couples went with each other. Martell had to sit in that thing by himself. Bitch, when Martell got up in that thing and he was trying to get out, and he said, God damn, Lewis, how the hell did you get up in this motherfucker, okay? I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny, because he said, listen, this is the first time I ever tried to get in something and I couldn't get in. Okay, people always making jokes about how tight my clothes is and everything, but the fact and the truth is, I haven't been to the store to buy some new clothes since I gained these 15 pounds of muscle. Ain't nobody tell you to put all that on. Martell, you are stressed working out. That's what it is, because you are so stressed out because your life is just, this divorce got you messed up, huh? The grass is not greener on the other side, sir. Meanwhile, that when the instructor was telling them all them rules, when they do stuff like this on a reality show and they make it seem like they talking so goddamn much or whatever, can we just get to the fun? That should be funny to me or whatever. But they going down the strip or whatever. They're down in Vegas. Everybody's having a good time, and then they come to this one particular spot, and Tisha was saying how for the girls, for tomorrow, we're gonna have everybody split up. It's gonna be girls do the girls things, and then the guys go with the guys and do their things. She's just trying to keep it fun, keep it interesting. And this is where stuff started rolling off the rails. Tisha pulls Maurice to the side, and she says to him, now, I know y'all finna be out here and y'all finna be doing what y'all gotta do, okay? Finna have some fun or whatever. But this is Vegas, and it is girls or whatever. They be rolling around trying to get at people's men's and stuff. I need you to keep a lookout on Maurice, because I don't want him talking to nobody. I don't want all that. I said, but you not insecure. Marcel got you so, ooh, like, girl, I don't know if Tisha, do y'all think Tisha has always been an insecure person, or do you think Marcel has made her an insecure person because of the rumors that's probably out about him and because of the way that he treats her? Do you feel like, she always been that way, or she developed that in this relationship with Marcel? Because I ain't finna be with somebody that I gotta keep checking. You don't trust that man that he can't go out and not Let me tell you something. You get in a relationship, okay? It is human nature for you to still be attracted to other people. That don't mean anything, okay? You can still like Kimmy said. Kimmy said, if it gets to a point where I feel like I'm gonna cheat or you feel like you're gonna cheat, that's what I told Maurice, we gonna break up. Okay? You ain't gotta do all that. That's what she told Martell when they had their little conversation. If you gotta do all of that, why y'all in a relationship? Okay, it is human nature, like I was saying, that you're gonna find somebody else attractive. You're gonna find multiple people attractive or whatever, but you don't have to act on it. You don't have to act on it, and you should trust your partner. If you really are in a strong relationship, you should be able to trust your partner enough to know that him or her will not step out of bounds, and they will understand that they are in a relationship, that they are committed to you, and they're not gonna do anything. Okay, that lady don't trust Marcel because she know. Okay, but moving on from that, it gets messy because Martell and Melody go sit down, and because Melody wanted to talk to him. And she was like, "Can we talk, whatever?" And he was like, "Yeah, good. What's going on?" So listen, what the kids said? Oh, they with my mama. And was like, "But I thought your mama had to work." Yeah, she do gotta work, but she took the day off. Oh, that's cool that your mama would do some stuff like that. That's nice. That's nice. But what I really wanted to talk to you about was, when I was doing my music video, all that shit. I said, "What?" He kept on saying that every time she brought up the music video, okay? The music or the music video. Either that or calling her Beyonce, all right? And every time he called her Beyonce, I said, "Is that a dig?" Okay, because you were at the Rock Nation brunch. That year that they showed up at the Rock Nation brunch, bitch, I was so confused. I said, "Now, how the hell that happened?" I still don't know how they swung that, bitch. Show me the way so I can roll up there, okay? But now, she was basically like, okay, calm down, but I had to talk to Brittany. Brittany who? I said, wait a minute, you don't know who she's talking about? Brittany, our friend, the one that you got on social media talking about that she was mentally unstable or whatever, and she wasn't equipped to take care of kids. Our friend of years or whatever. I never said that. I never said that. Tell me what I said. I said that you said that or something like that. Tell me what you said. I, Beyonce, while you was up there doing your video and had my kids singing it, all this stuff or whatever, and woo, woo, woo. And I'm sitting here like, why do we keep on getting on this video? Okay, you're so mad and in your feelings. Martell just kept going on and going on and going on. Now, when he was on that bus with the boys, he basically said he not finna start no drama. It ain't gonna be no drama between him and Mel. What she do ain't gonna hurt him. What he do, he gonna stay in his corner. And he just went back on that, and he instantly started getting into his feelings, talking about the video. He just mad because she making a song about him. My songs ain't all about you. That ain't all that it's about. It's relatable to all the women and what we be going through and everything else. I said, Melody, stop that lie, okay? The songs are about him and your breakup, and that is perfectly fine. Adele made a whole career and albums out of doing that, out of hurt, okay? That happens, all right? And Martell, at the end of all of this, you getting upset because what's her name? Melody keep on asking, why you calling me Beyonce? Why you calling me Beyonce? He trying to make it seem like he was, that's the kind, because you a singer, right? You a singer, right? Okay, and you out here making videos and making songs about me. Why my kids all here talking about singing this song and all this stuff, talking about their daddy? First of all, the song that you talking about that they singing is called Damn. The song that I'm talking about is called Telltale Signs, okay? That's what I'm talking about. I said, bitch, it don't matter. The same shit. They all sound the damn same. And it's the same subject matter. But I ain't even trying to cake from Martell. But at the end of the day, Martell, you just mad because you the one that gave her the material. Okay, she said, listen, I wrote that song and I played that song 2 years ago when we was going through our stuff before we got the divorce or whatever. Okay, and he tried to make it seem like she was plotting on him, but that ain't even the case. Martell getting all up in his feelings, and even Maurice had to say, this fool is making a fool of himself, okay? And he said that he will not do this, all right? But at the end of the day, Martell, you are getting upset at the fact that Melody is using the material that you gave her. If you had not cheated, she would not be putting out songs about you cheating, okay? If you not had a baby on her, she wouldn't be having to talk about that, okay? But you're getting mad at yourself, but yet you're putting it out on her. And she was like, oh, you want to see the video? You want to see the video since y'all keep on talking about the video? Melody petty ass. And this is something that I probably would have did. No, this is something that I know I would have did. She said, girl, let's look at the video. And she pulled that video up and she was up there dancing with it and all this stuff. Kimmy was like, y'all shouldn't do this. And then Tisha and them came over there and was like, because at one point Mel left and got to the slingshot, and they was like, why would you do that? Like, I think that you're doing too much when you bringing up the video. That's a little bit disrespectful. She was like, no, he the one that keep on bringing it up, and every time it comes up, he's calling it stupid, he calling it disrespectful, he calling it a shit, he calling it all this stuff, okay? And he was being disrespectful every time that music video or the song was brought up. He was like putting her down, you know. And I'm just sitting here like, Martell, you are pathetic, okay? And Melody, y'all, to be quite honest, they both pathetic, okay? It was just a mess, you know. And Martell showed his natural ass. Martell, in that moment, what I saw was somebody that is truly salty, somebody that is really miserable because he realizes that he messed up he blew his whole world up. That's what it is, and his wife has moved on without him. That's what it is, okay? And she's actually flourishing, and at this point, it seems like he's not, okay? He is stuck in this mess, all right? And that's all that it comes down to. And Melody rolled off, okay? But that was Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.